One of the best parts of the holidays can be getting together with our extended families, and ironically, getting together with the family can also be one of the worst parts of the holidays.
That's right. Family drama can be a very stressful part of the holiday for many people. So joining us now is Martin Calder with Center Counseling with advice for navigating that drama. Thank you so much for joining us. We love our families. Most of us love our families. Why is it then that the drama that can come about, what is it about families that creates that drama?
I think that's the big thing. You said you love your family, and sometimes we don't like each other, or we have some personality conflicts, and we didn't choose sometimes, you know, husband and wife we might have chosen, but, you know, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, and we didn't choose that, and so our expectation is, oh, we love them, and we've got to just, you know, get along and do things well. They may not be that kind of person that we need to spend that much time with.
Okay.
So you marry one nut, you get the whole all
Exactly, you get the whole family.
So let's take some examples. Let's say the relative who always harps on you, just kind of nitpicks you at the smallest of things, mountain out of a molehill. How do we diffuse that situation? How do we get through that?
One is to plan ahead. You know, usually these things aren't a surprise. Suddenly, you know, Uncle Billy's hitting the sauce a little bit is not usually a surprise. And so trying to plan ahead and know that that's what's going to happen. And you can talk to maybe the rest of the family. And that's not to placate or to accept, inappropriate behavior. But if it's a nitpicking kind of thing, you know, you kind of tell everybody, you ignore it. Extinction is the technical term. You just ignore it, and you move on, and you redirect into something else, and you don't even address it.
What about those family members who are always starting a fight? Like, it doesn't seem to matter what exactly is said. They can turn it into something negative and mean and make everybody, you know, into some big uproar. You
know, and one of the things is, you know, you talked about before we opened about, do we invite people? You know, and sometimes, you know, that may be the better part of valor. You know, to say, is three extension family, you know, the cousin that you never see all year, is that the time to start bringing them together and saying, oh, it'll all work out this time? I think that's one of the biggest fallacies.
So it's okay not to invite someone? I mean, it's a family gathering and we're not going to have Susie come.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's got to be, especially if you're hosting it. You know, if you're going somewhere else, then it's a little bit different rules. You've got to be able to know what to do. And sometimes that's leaving. I mean, that's not leaving in a big huff. But I worked with a client, and she'd always have an issue with her family about 3 hours in. 2 hours were not too bad, but then they'd sit around.
Meet from 1 to 2.
That's right, exactly. About that third hour, they're just kind of laying around, you know, and that's when that would start. And I said, try, if you can, you know, I've got something else to do. I'm doing something with some friends, and she finally did it. It took her a while, and it was great. It was like everything ended well. And so I think that's one of the things. If you're hosting a party, you get to decide who comes. And that's one of the things. You can't be pressured by, you know, mom or a dad or a grandparent to say, oh, we've got to invite, you know, Aunt Mabel, who, makes everybody's life miserable.
Is that something that should be addressed before the event, or just wait for the phone calls, like, oh, they're going to be calling wondering why they didn't come to the dinner?
I look at my own family. So my wife's family mostly is from around here. And after her mom died, we didn't do as many things on Thanksgiving. That was kind of the holiday that we'd all gotten together, and it's sort of as a memory for us that we've gone to a couple of the family things, and it's a great family. There's no problems. At the same time, we have a smaller thing, and we say, this is what we're going to do. And I think that's more than appropriate to be able to opt out, and like I said, without causing more drama, to say, oh, we're not coming there because of Aunt Mabel, but hey, we're going to do a little bit of a smaller thing. One of the things that you can do is volunteer, do some stuff in the community, and say, you know what, this year, you know, we're going to have a small dinner with just our immediate family, and we're going to go help at the soup kitchen.
All right, Martin Calder, thank you so much. If all else fails, there's going to be a football game on. It's called Evasion Tactics.
Exactly. Basketball, everything's good.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks, Marty. And it smells like Thanksgiving dinner right here in the studio. Ali Shack will share us some new twists on some old Thanksgiving favorites.